How?
Ciao.
Welcome to the Slightly Off Topic Podcast. This is a little bit of the pre-show for y'all. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't keep doing that, but you know. Technology, y'all. If you can hear us and you're with us, feel special, because you're special. You're special people. Me and Devin.
You're forgetting the ED at the
Special.
end. Special ed.
He's right. He's got a point there. You got a point there.
Because that we are, sir.
Bam, 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 ba bam, ba bam. Wham, ba lam, bam, bam, ba lam.
How's
All right.
the headphones this week?
Oh, they suck. I still can't. I don't know. I didn't look for that other piece, which is probably what we need. Because both headphones work. I plugged them both into my little audio jack, and they both work. It's just one of those things, you know?
What? One of those things.
Just one of those days when you want to know what
One of those. Can you hear me talking to the mic? Because I can't really hear me talking to my mic.
I can. Let's see here.
Is my headphones turned up?
Headphones. Do.
I hear you.
Oh, let's see here. Is that? Yeah, that's gotta be you.
Hi.
Do.
I still can't hear myself in the microphone.
Do the do.
Bop bop shoo up, boop boop shoo whoop, boop boop shoo whoop, boop boop. I hear myself now.
Found it.
I hear myself now.
There he is. He's here.
Back.
He's back.
Bom, bom,
I
bom.
hope it wasn't like that all last episode. That would piss me off.
Maybe.
It would be a bummer.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry if it was like that. Now you can hear Devin. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Joe.
Yep.
There it is. Technical difficulties, y'all. More like operator error. Hello.
We need to work on that intro.
Welcome. This is Slightly Off Topic Podcast. Episode 103. You'd think after 103 episodes we'd have something dialed in.
I mean,
We're still dialing in.
small steps are still progress steps. That's all that matters.
Slow is pro.
Yeah. Slow is pro.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, now I feel the burn.
My body loves it.
Feel that afterburn.
Yeah, my body loves that. It's like waking up early on a Sunday.
Okay.
Oh.
Waking up on a Sunday, huh?
Kind of sucks, but once you're up, it's like, oh, I should do this more often. At least that's how my Sundays are. I don't know how you guys are. When I sleep in, I'm like, oh, fuck, I just wasted half my Sunday. And then when I wake up early, I'm like, this sucks, but now I have a whole Sunday.
Yeah, but even if you sleep in on your Sunday, you're waking up at like 8 o'clock.
I mean, you know me way too well.
So you're not sleeping away half your day.
Or like 7:30, the kids are up, and so it's like, okay, I'm up.
Gosh, dang it, kids.
I'm alive. I'm up.
Oh, they're so far away.
Oh my god, they are. You need like Michael Jordan arms to get that. Oh my god, he did it. I don't know how he did it. It's like he's like Michael Jordan in Space Jam. Your arm just grew.
They're making a Space Jam too
With LeBron, I heard.
with LeBron.
It's gonna be terrible.
The rendition that I've seen of Lola is terrible.
Wait, they're changing all the
they're changing
Warner Brothers?
what they
What? That's not it. No one's gonna watch it now. You can't change
No, we
Lola
just need to bully
and Bugs and Elmer and
just like the internet did for Sonic the Hedgehog and for Johnny Depp. The internet needs to troll the living hell out of them.
I agree. I couldn't agree more actually. The
Listen to the people because the people know better.
the original Space Jam, we were watching it the other night, and dude, the cast they had was huge. To be truthfully honest, like they had, like their main characters was I can't
Bill
remember
Murray.
the bigger guy, Stan Plasky.
Yep.
That was his name in the movie, and then there was
Bill
Michael
Murray.
Jordan and Bill Murray. Those three were like the main characters. You saw those three more than anybody else.
When Bill Murray came in at the end, I lost it. I
Dun,
lose
dun,
it
dun, 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 dun.
every time. I'm just like, yes.
That's so awesome. And then he's just nonchalant, like, cool.
Cool. What's up,
Cool.
guys?
Yeah,
All right.
we're playing basketball with,
Let's do
with
this.
Bugs Bunny.
Right?
Looney Tunes, baby. I mean, he is a what do you call it? A Ghostbuster.
You are right. He is a Ghostbuster. So why wouldn't he go and play against the Monstars?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Take out the monsters.
which begs the question now. Why the fuck did he decide it was gonna be a good idea to play a zombie for him only to get shot at his own house?
Yeah, that was. I ask myself every time I watch that movie, like,
He was
what
a
in the
Ghostbuster.
fuck?
You should have known better.
Like, you're in a zombie apocalypse. You come around the corner, someone holding a gun, they're gonna shoot you. It's just retarded. Well, I mean, he wasn't holding a gun. They were watching a movie, but just like anyone watching a movie in a movie theater in a zombie apocalypse, your gun's gonna be right next to you.
Right. Don't be.
Don't fuck with me during an apocalypse. I think that's the worst time to be trying to pull some comedy on your buddies. What'd you think
They
of the
didn't
second
even
one?
know him at the
What'd you think of
time.
the second one? Zombieland 2.
I like how they led up to the ultimate kill. Right? How there's always that ultimate kill of the day.
Yeah, it's the kill of the day.
The kill of the day.
Or
I'm
the
like,
kill of the week.
Yep. I was like, oh, hell yeah. But then you got that train running off the building for like the kill of the century. I was like, all right, I'll give you guys respect for that.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah.
I'll still stand by that. It was still funny. But no.
Yeah. So I
First
wanted
one was better though.
I wanted to let y'all know, you probably saw on Facebook, our viewers that have not seen on our Facebook, we now have a website. It is, I can't see it. It's behind our light.
Something slightly off topic podcast.
Yeah, it's Slightly Off Topic Podcast at WordPress. And you can find it if you go onto our group page. I think I've shared it onto there. I can't remember if I did or not.
Either way, we can.
But there is
share it again.
There's multiple links. There is a link on the look towards the bottom of the page for donating, and it is set up to when you click the button, it takes you to our Anchor page, And then just like right when the page comes up, just go over and hit support, and then you can donate $1, $5, $10, whatever you can afford. It's greatly appreciated, so we can
Love the support.
keep making our podcast amazing for you and better quality all the time, and help this baby get 100 or 1,000 more episodes. Yeah, so go check it out. Oh wait, I wanted to say there's another link in it that takes you to our I think it takes you to our Spotify.
The Spotify.
Yeah, the Spotify.
Spotify.
There's a little button on there.
You know, I was asked the other day where by a friend from high school where he can listen to our podcast. I was like, we're on Apple Music and Spotify. They're our biggest platforms. And I was like, cool. We got our podcast on Spotify, Apple Music. Right?
Yeah. 100 episodes of it. Well, actually only like 70 episodes, because the first like 20 or 25 or 30 or something were all on YouTube, because we didn't know about Anchor yet. We were just getting started. But I've heard.
But in a year, we have gotten through or onto Spotify, Apple Music. Where else?
You can find us on
Was it Google?
YouTube. You can find us on
YouTube.
So you can find us on YouTube, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. What are some of the? I think Google Play or something like that is what it's called. I'm trying to pull up Anchor right now because it has the list. And there's a couple, like Podcast Addict is another app that we're on. It's easier to say the places we're not. Like, we're not on iHeartRadio. We're not on Pandora. In due time, we will get there, but those are the two I can think of right now that we are not on.
So there's a quick shout out to all our sponsors.
Absolutely.
For sharing our content.
Yes. Big shout out.
Couldn't do it without you guys. Big old cone head over there.
I know.
Poor guy.
Oh man. So the dog.
Talking about the dog. Sorry.
The
guys.
dogs went to the vet this week. Duke, our German Shepherd, he was scheduled first. Keep in mind, Duke's about 4 or 5. I think he's 5. Yeah, I think he's 5 because Scarlett's about to turn 6. So Duke has, and probably anyone else with German Shepherds know about this, but he itches constantly. Like, and I think it's depression and like, or not depression, it's anxiety and stress. Like, he's so stressed out because of like the kids and like the new puppy and.
Oh yeah, Nova can.
He's stressing out, dude.
Stressed out. I can see that.
So.
Because there's a new dog in the house.
For the past week or so,
Tucker seems to be handling it fine,
he has been gnawing on, like, it would be like right in front of his right hip, so like on his back. And there, at first, it started out maybe the size of a tennis ball. It made left side. Okay, yeah, left side. Yeah, you're right.
Left.
Yeah, so it started about the size of a tennis ball. And it was this super red spot. Like, he had literally gnawed his hair off, his skin off, down to nastiness. It was all gross and red. So, and this isn't the first time he's done it. So we did our little allergy chain of events that we normally go through, and it did not work. If anything, it made it worse. He fucking gnawed himself double, if not triple, the size of what it originally was. It ended up being like the size of a cantaloupe, but not round. It was more of long, maybe like a cucumber, I guess, but a little fatter, like eggplant or a squash. She's donezo.
Yep. I think the ashtray's over on the other side. But poor guy looks like he's miserable with that thing on his head.
So since this has happened in the past, we have a cone on hand, readily available.
He looks miserable with it on his head.
So the first cone he had before we went and got that big ass blue one was just one of those blow up ones, just the air, and Nova fucking popped it.
Of course.
Like the first day we put it on, those little puppy teeth. And
Teething, man.
And so I had to go get him another cone because if he doesn't have a cone on, he will fucking chew on it more. And it's all gross and scabbed up, and it got infected. The vet, when he went in this week to see her, she was like just blown away with the fact that he chewed his skin off pretty much. So they gave him this.
Maybe he thought he was tasty.
they
Yeah.
They gave him this stuff.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think it's called Apoquil, but it's kind of like it. It's like an allergy. And he just seems so fucking high all the time. Just baked out of his mind. Yeah, literally. And so I'm like, poor guy, but at the same time,
look at him.
He's not chewing on himself.
Right, he's trying to avoid Nova. Nova's like, "Come here, motherfucker."
Oh yeah, she's his best friend. And then she goes to Tucker to learn things. Like she pays attention to Tucker to learn things.
Dude, Nova's gonna be one of those like all around awesome dogs.
Oh yeah, all around is a good word. She's gonna be an all around dog. Like she's gonna be one of those. She's probably gonna be able to fetch because Duke fetches. She's gonna be able to hunt. Neither of my fucking dogs hunt.
You're gonna have to like start this season.
Oh yeah, she's gonna go sit down in the turkey blind with me, and if she barks before the turkey get too close, that's why the shotgun's gonna be sitting there.
Nope.
Let her rip. At least with the shotgun, I can reach out about 60, 70 yards. Anything else like the crossbow or the compound bow, trying to shoot a turkey at 60, 70 yards, you better be really good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You better be really good. Because turkey have a lot of feathers. There's only a small spot you can hit that'll kill them. At least if you hit him with a shotgun, one of those big ass BBs is gonna get him. One of them is.
At least make him bleed out.
Or slow him down so I can send another one down range.
Right. Just Nova, get him.
That too. Nova, get him. Go.
Go for the neck.
Yep.
Not
Please
the body.
Don't eat the body.
Don't eat the body.
Eat his head. Just eat his head.
This part good, this part bad.
Yeah, exactly.
This part for you, this part for me.
Yeah. So Duke, he cost me about $400, and I think that was including the medication, so it wasn't terrible.
That's not terrible.
And then Tucker and Nova were the next day. Tucker's getting old.
Yeah.
They pretty much just told us they think he has either diabetes or a thyroid problem because of his weight. Because we've slowed his food down, and they did the food calculation for that food, and we are way under what we're supposed to be feeding him.
And
he's still gaining weight. And I blame some of it on the food that gets dropped on the floor because of the kids. Like all of our dogs eat human food every fucking day.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible. It's
To not.
impossible to keep
To
food
not.
off the ground
Right. It's impossible
with kids.
to not with them.
Everyone knows it is impossible to keep food off the ground. And if you have dogs, they're fucking smart, dude. They go and sit under the table.
kid.
Yeah, or
They sit
under
under the
right
kid.
under the kid. Well, since we have two, they sit right under the table and get to choose.
They're which one's gonna drop?
Who's
the
gonna drop
mostest?
food first?
Which one's gonna drop the
and
mostest?
and Silas has got into this thing about once he gets done, he tries to clear his tray by just dropping it for the dogs. So Tucker is notorious for sitting right under Silas. And Tucker, usually every night after dinner, Tucker has food on him, like on his back, because like he can't get it, he can't eat it because it's on his back. But he's under the kids, so the food just drops everywhere. There's been nights where he had like his whole back was just covered in macaroni. And there's no really way to get it off other than Nova and Duke.
So he just Eeyores around.
He's
so
a buffet for the other two.
He just Eeyores around, just like, here you go, guys.
Literally, yeah.
Got some food on my back.
God
for
damn it.
you.
Can you just like get that off my back and drop it on the floor so I can eat it?
Poor Tucker.
Oh, I feel so bad. So they told us he has arthritis too in his hips. So they want to do.
Unfortunately, I see that.
They want to do. What is it called? X-rays on his hips.
Start adding turmeric to his diet.
And then they want to do a CAT scan on his head because of the thyroid possible shit. And they said they'll be able to tell because of his brain work if they see a CAT scan. My first initial thought is, dude, a CAT scan is expensive. Like, even for a person, a CAT scan is expensive. So I would imagine for a dog, it's going to be more than a fucking person.
I wouldn't think more, no.
Maybe not more, but I feel like it's the same machine. It's the same process.
It is the same process, but I feel like it'd be a little cheaper.
Maybe. Body's not so big either.
Humans tend to care more about animals than humans.
It's very true. On that same note, though, doctors and veterinarians, I think they're more willing to charge you more for a dog because it's like your best friend, you know? And they know you're gonna spend that money.
Yeah, if you're
know you're gonna spend that money.
If you're an immoral asshole.
That's exactly it. Like, my biggest fear, and this is kind of why we got the puppy, is my biggest fear is losing Tucker to something going on with his brain. Like, I don't think Tucker's gonna die from, like, old age or, like, I don't know. I just see Tucker's only 5.5. Tucker's only like 6-7 months older than Duke, but actually no, he's more like 10 months older than Duke. But still, Tucker is showing age that a dog that young should not. Like, his eyes are starting to droop. He's starting to get the gray hair.
Our labs had gray hair when they were that age, though.
My grandpa had a lab that was 17 years old or something like that. Couldn't fucking believe it.
The yellow and chocolate lab me and the kids grew up with, they were from the same litter. They were the runt and the biggest of the litter. So we kept the brothers together. Right.
Oh yeah.
We put the last one down when he was 15. Insane. Especially for a lab.
Dude, that's like a cat.
Oh, Miss Aloe, she's 15 and she's got another 5 years in her. It's insane. Cat, that's why I like cats. Cats can be around forever.
Dude, yeah, I love cats, but at the same time, like,
They're assholes sometimes.
well, no, most
Yes.
of the time cats have reasons to be assholes.
No.
At least Peter does, our cat. He doesn't. He's not just an asshole out of nowhere.
I was gonna say, now Peter, he has a reason to be an asshole.
Exactly.
Aloe, our cat at the house, she's an asshole just to be an asshole.
We had one of those. So
She-
last
like,
time we had cats,
But at the same time, she is the sweetest thing.
I don't know if you remember, but about the time Mo got pregnant with Scarlett, so this would have been like almost 6 years ago, or no, it was over 6 years ago
Yeah, so
when she
probably,
got pregnant.
Probably very vaguely because I was
So
gone.
we had a little or a little fluffy black, white, and gray cat, an all white cat, and then an orange tabby.
I remember the orange tabby.
And it was Bobby, Ghost, and Kitty. And those three were around till about, I want to say, October 2015, roughly. About the time we moved into our last house. And we got rid of all three of them because it was too much to deal with a kid, 2 dogs, and 3 cats.
3 cats.
So broke my fucking heart, dude. I didn't really want to get rid of them. And then it pissed me off. May of 2016, Scarlett's birthday. Literally a year later, less than a year later, my dad comes home with a fucking kitten for Scarlett's birthday. And I was like, dude, I just got rid of 3 cats that I adored. So that it was easier to navigate life. And now here we have another cat.
Good old Peter.
Yep. Meow. But Peter has turned out to be awesome. He's a good cat. He doesn't attack any kids.
No, he just attacks your neck when he feels like he wants to suck some blood.
He is a vampire.
Nah.
And he has a thing about like sitting on your shoulders.
Yes, he does.
So like if you let him, he'll just climb onto your shoulders and then sit here. And his head will be like right here and he'll usually chill out. Like with me, me and him have gone through that, like he gets feisty up on your neck. Me and him have gone through that enough to know that if he knows that if he does that with me, he's gonna be in trouble. He's gonna get a spanking. Bad kitty. But
He said bad kitty.
But I've seen him do it to Mo and other people where it's just like, oh God, I feel so bad. He got you, didn't he? Oh fuck. And then you look right here, there's like marks from him. It's like, oh.
Yep, he got you.
That hurt. I just know it hurt. Not surprising though.
Hey, so we've spent almost 30 minutes with that, like right in our way. That microphone.
I just noticed that.
Yep.
It's not in the way. It's just everyone gets to see our other microphone.
Our other microphone. Go ahead and move that. Go ahead and just move it out of the way. Be nice to people. There we
Yeah.
go. That's funny.
I like that.
The lack of attention to detail.
Yeah. Well, we got it going faster than we normally do, so it was like, oh, cool, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. So I have some lake house update.
Yes, you do.
So we got appraisal.
Appraisal time.
Appraisal was literally $100 more than our offer was. So our offer was $164.9. It was $165 even. So I don't know if the appraiser was just like, yeah, let's make these numbers work. We're close enough. The house is
There
close
is
enough to that.
more than likely some numbers fudged to be like, and an extra $100 here.
Yeah, literally. Because, well, and no, it's more like I bet an extra like 4 or 5 grand somewhere put in there because I feel like their listing price was like an appraisal, but then we came in because there were 2 other offers on the property. We were like, well, fuck you, I don't care. I'll spend 5,000 extra for that house. So we did, and the appraiser, you could tell the appraiser was just like, yeah, we'll make it work. It's close enough for the bank to be like, yeah, we'll do it. But you could tell it was like most of the time when an appraiser goes in there and the house is worth more than the fucking house is worth, they let you know immediately. It's the less that they're like, where can we kind of fudge a couple numbers to make this work? Because the bank wants as much as possible, and the bank's the people that hire the appraiser. So the appraiser's working for your bank.
Right.
So, like, if they can immediately go in and be like, oh, this house we're 20,000 more than you paid for it, the bank's like, oh yeah, let them know. But if it's like, I think their offer's about 4,000 or 5,000 too much, the bank's immediately like, you fucking make it work. Fudge some numbers, make that work. Now they can't legally do that, but you know that's what happens.
Oh yeah. Of course it happens.
Yeah, the bank has their choice for who they hire to do the appraisal for a reason. They've talked to these people. They're like, hey man,
thousands of times.
If the fucking contract is for 110 grand and the thing appraises for about 105, just make it work. We're not gonna make a big fuss.
We're not gonna cry over it.
No.
We'll get our money back.
Well, and we'll just overprice the loan. The loan will be more than the house is worth. The bank is okay with that if it's only 4 or 5 grand.
That, or they're gonna add like a 0.2 or 0.3 interest rate extra.
We got and it was epic. I don't know if a vacation house they're allowed to charge you a more of an interest rate, but they didn't. We have pretty much the same interest rate on our vacation house as we got on this.
Well,
and I think it's like 2.
And
I think we got 2.7 on this, and 2.8 on the vacation.
And they know it's your vacation house.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we couldn't.
So,
the way that works is we would have had to. One of us would have had to somehow show residency in Warsaw.
True.
And then if we would have been able to do that,
True.
we wouldn't have had to have the 20% down. Because it's not a vacation house or a second residence at that point. It's a primary residence.
Right.
And you don't have to have there's a million programs out there.
Good to know.
Yeah, there's a million programs out there.
That's actually very good to know.
If like you can't put 20% down on a house, they'll help you out.
That's actually very good to know.
Yeah.
Vacation house. You know what?
Oh, and do not tell them you're going to use it as a rental, as like an investment property. No. Don't let anybody. This is
because it's your name on that lease.
The mortgage companies and the loan lenders are hating that I'm giving this information out right now, but do fucking not tell anybody that you are Airbnb-ing your house out, you are renting it out. Just tell them it's a vacation house.
It's a vacation.
First of all, if it's a vacation house, you already have to put 20% down. So you have a fuck ton of equity in the house. You don't even need mortgage insurance. So what the fuck do they care? Why is it any of their business what you're using your house for? I say this because if you tell them that you are going to use it as an Airbnb or a rental, they make you pay 30% down. And that's an ouch. You're talking about like even 100 grand. Dude, that's an ouch.
Now,
$30,000.
No, absolutely. So now realize though too, doing that if you're gonna rent your place out like that and not tell the bank,
Your insurance
you
company knows,
better,
though.
You better damn sure you have those assets covered.
Yeah, you better have a damn good insurance company. See, but you can tell your
hit
insurance
your boy
company.
up, Devin Strange. I got you.
You can tell your insurance company that you're using it for an Airbnb. You just don't tell your mortgage company, your lender.
Not yet.
Don't tell your lender that.
You're not gonna tell the lender. You're not gonna tell the person who you are borrowing money from what you're doing with that money.
No,
Absolutely not.
they don't. They don't need
They
to know.
don't need to know. The only thing they need to worry about is how when they get their money back
Yeah,
and
can you pay your mortgage?
and how much they're getting back.
Yeah.
They care about
How-
when they get it back and how much they get back. That's it.
Oh yeah. If they find also this is another thing too. Don't ever tell your lender that you plan on paying off your house in the next 5 or 10 years, because they're gonna immediately be like, hold on,
Oh, really?
your interest rate just went up about
10%.
quadruple. Hold on, don't ever
Little-
tell them that. Now,
Little do they
granted,
know.
you can even go on to what's the financial guy?
Dave Ramsey.
You can go on to Dave Ramsey and he'll tell you the same thing. Mortgage debt is not bad debt.
No.
If you're gonna have any debt on your
Have
name,
mortgage
have
debt.
house mortgage debt, because it's something that, like, if you have a house mortgage debt, you have credit and you can do a lot of things that someone without credit cannot. And then it's also awesome because, I mean, you're pretty much debt free in the eyes of the bank, because everyone has to live somewhere. The bank doesn't look at a mortgage as like you're a liability. You know what I mean? They do, like, that's not even in their realm.
Yeah, until the bank's like, yeah, you're 3 months late. We're taking the house.
Or you buy, you get a house, and then you get a car, and then you get a credit card, and then you max out your credit card, and now all of a sudden you have a mortgage, a car payment, and a maxed out credit card. Every bank is now looking at you like, you might even get a phone call from your mortgage company like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Yeah.
Like, they're legally allowed to run your credit whenever the fuck they want. It says it in your contracts when you sign all your loans. If they feel like you're running yourself into debt, like you're dying or something,
Best way, cheapest way for you to start making millions, start making thousands of dollars is to get into real estate. Go buy a home.
Yeah,
But-
depending on where you
but-
buy, you're talking
but-
tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands.
But you buy the home and rent it out, and you have a second party, you have a third party paying your mortgage on that house
Yeah.
while you're
Well, and it's usually hundreds of dollars more too for
right.
Like your mortgage, say your mortgage is $1,500, you would charge $2,000 for rent.
15% more.
Yeah.
10% more.
Yeah, you would charge $2,000 for rent. So you make $500 a month on that house. Now, granted, a lot of people see that as like you're making this big amount of money. Well, you're not, because you're the landlord. Anything that goes wrong with that house, your renters aren't fucking
Nope.
obligated to fix that.
That homeowner
You
is.
are.
The homeowner's reliable.
Yeah.
for-
That $500 a month doesn't sound so good if you have to replace your whole HVAC system.
Right.
Like, you better have had 2-3 years worth of a tenant to pay for that. Ouch.
100%.
Ouch, dude. Or on a new electrical system, if they have to come in, rip your drywall out, and put new electrical in,
Wiring.
dude,
oh,
you're talking about 20-30 grand.
If you're doing the entire house, oh, absolutely.
Dude, and that might not even be included all the drywall repairs after. because they're gonna
Well,
rip.
I
They're gonna
mean-
rip your house to shit.
At that point, they need to rip your house to shit.
Oh yeah, they have to.
They're ripping.
And a lot of them a lot of the
One,
new
two.
electricians, you know this just as well as I do. They don't do what they're supposed to. They don't rip out
Actually,
the old wires.
no.
They just run new wires and and disconnect the old wires.
There's an easier way. You take one end of your old wire, one end of your new wire.
And just test it. Make
Just
sure it
fucking
works.
Tape that shit together real quick, right? And then just pull that new wire in.
Oh yeah, I've seen them do that. Yeah.
And then just that way that minimizes the damage being done to the drywall.
Yeah.
Just
Bad part about that is a lot of when it's up and through
those
your
90s
floor.
through
Well,
the
and
floors,
it
yeah.
has the staples in it where you can't
can't
pull.
pull it.
And that
Yeah,
that
but
part's
that's
shitty.
gonna
But
be a lot of the newer stuff.
I've
though.
also seen
That's a lot of the newer stuff.
I've seen some people get pretty creative with cutting corners on that running new electrical. I've seen them run it just like in the corners, make holes, and then put like crown molding up there, so it hides your wires. Check this shit out. I was in.
Because you know that's actually kind of smart because
It's a
even
fucking
that's
brilliant.
a brilliant idea. That's just like all right. Well, I'm feeling lazy. How can we make this room look nicer?
But and the
Some
crown
crown
molding
molding.
makes it look good too.
Crown molding's like, all right,
Yeah.
just do that. All right.
I saw this at a restaurant too. You could tell they had to redo all the wiring because they had wires running fucking everywhere. And it was not like phone lines. It was like full, like the wire rolls you see at Home Depot, like the yellow wire. I think it's like the 4-gauge, or I can't remember what gauge it is, but it's the one with the 4 wires in it. Dude, they put gutters up. Literally outside gutters around the corners. Dude, it looked pretty legit. Like, it was sweet. It was so not noticeable. I was just sitting there eating and something made me look up and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I am dying.
And I
right
looked
now.
around, it's like,
That's
I know what they did. They didn't
That's
want to
hilarious.
tear up the ceiling, so they just ran gutter and ran all the wires in the gutter. And they tried to fancy it up. There were some spots on the gutter they put lights
I was
up
about to
there,
say, they
so
put
like
lights in the gutter.
yeah,
They
it like gleamed up like it was
deck.
yeah.
Like, painted the gutter.
like you get this light contrast up at the ceiling. it was the most
Oh.
redneck ingenuity I had ever seen in my life. But I was immediately like, dude, that's a great idea. Like, I guarantee you they saved thousands of
I was gonna
dollars.
say you could save thousands doing that.
Thousands of dollars.
Is this like 10 cents for
Well, and you could have bought old ass gutter.
right?
It doesn't have to be new. It
No,
doesn't have to
just-
hold water.
Right. I mean, at that point, old gutter's like 5 cents a foot.
Yeah, you just paint it. Make old gutter look
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
All it's doing is holding wire and a light.
That's funny.
Oh, it made my day. When I looked up and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It's a gutter running all the way around this building.
Epic.
I was pretty amazed by it.
Epic.
I guess we only really have 3 topics. And I know our audience, after our 40-minute spiel about nonsense, is probably going to like our little 3 topics.
I mean,
You ready for a larceny?
keep talking.
Just
Just keep talking.
So, we're going to start this baby off with I am in a PlayStation 5 struggle. Bro, why is it so fucking hard to get a PlayStation 5? It came out in November. It's fucking March.
Exactly.
What is going on?
Everyone wants one.
What is happening?
Everyone wants one.
Yeah, so like
So
GameStop's app and website are fucked. I think there's like 1 million people on the website every second trying to at least look if they can get one. So GameStop is a joke right now. I'm pretty sure anyone who is trying to get one knows that because GameStop's website and their fucking app are bullshit and almost impossible to use right now. So I went over to Best Buy.
Best Buy.
Best Buy's website is like I looked at GameStop, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, um, even some of the knockoff brand like game places you can buy video games from, even pawn shops. And it was stupid looking in a pawn shop now that I look back, but I was
so
desperate,
glad
dude.
you said that because I was gonna actually tell you that.
No,
But at
I
the
know.
same
I
time,
know
it
how
was
stupid
like-
it was. I know how stupid it was. I
You-
might as well. No, I
You
found
really
PlayStation
thought-
5s. I found
You
PlayStation
really
5s.
thought someone would pawn their PS5 this soon?
Well, this is where my head was at that moment. So I had looked on Facebook Marketplace. People want like $800 to $1,000 for a PlayStation 5. So I was like, well, let's check out a pawn shop. That's where my head was at the time. I know looking back now, like, you're an idiot. Just wait till you can buy a brand new one for $500, $600. Don't fucking spend $1,000 on a PlayStation 5 that some douchebag bought two when he had the chance to and is selling one for $1,000.
Just because he pre-ordered it.
But you know, he spent $1,000 for two of them, and now he's getting one for free if he
Right.
sells that bitch.
Right, because he knows there's going to be people like you
Oh, dude, I thought about it.
looking.
I thought
and
about it.
There's going to be
I got
people
a
that
fuck-
actually
I got
do pay for it.
Fat stack of money for taxes, and I was literally
Oh, I
about to
did mine.
spend $1,000 on a fucking PlayStation 5. And I was talking to a guy on Facebook Messenger.
Blake.
I had him talk down to $850, and I was looking at it after I had him talk down to $850. It's like $850 is as low as he's gonna go, and I'm not fucking spending that.
Like,
It's so dumb.
if you spend anything over $700 for a PlayStation,
I gotta pee.
I am going to slap the fuck out of you.
This is where my head was when I came to that realization. It's like, dude, I can get a $600 PlayStation 5 and buy another PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4 with that amount of money.
I mean, you're not wrong. But since you are leaving, we're gonna wrap up this episode. Good old 103. Thanks for hanging in there with us, guys. We greatly appreciate it. I am going to give a shout out to. We've got Lenovo running our OBS studio. I'm gonna give a shout out to OBS. Gonna give a shout out to Apple and GarageBand for running all of our stuff in the background. Good old Larceny, been sipping on taking shots of Larceny bourbon. Good old Breckenridge Brewery with their Christmas ale. I know it's March. Yes, I'm still drinking their Christmas ale. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Anchor one last time for distributing our content through
Our epic podcast.
through the multiple channels and platforms.
Yes.
Um,
We cannot give you enough love. So can I just say something real quick?
I guess you can continue this because I told them we were wrapping up, but yeah, continue.
So
Let's
JJ,
continue.
you called out this JJ Watt thing
Like
about
a
2
month ago?
weeks before it happened.
Like, yeah, absolutely.
So JJ Watt pulled a Tom Brady. And what I mean by that is Tom Brady.
He's not going to win with the Cardinals. He's not going to win a Super Bowl with the Cardinals. I'm sorry.
See, you wanna know my prediction? And we're gonna mark this right now, episode 103.
All right.
Me and my buddy Nuji talked about this last night. We made Super Bowl predictions for this next year. You know who mine is?
Cardinals.
Yeah, Arizona and Tennessee.
And Tennessee. Do you think Tennessee?
Yep, Cardinals and the Titans.
Really?
Yep, that's my 2021-22 Super Bowl prediction.
Interesting. All right.
His was Green Bay.
I can see that.
God damn it! Who's his other one? I can't. Oh, Green Bay and Buffalo. So the Packers and the Bills.
I could see that too.
I could too. Right when he said it, it's like, oh yeah, that totally could happen.
That one,
he looked at me when I said Arizona like a puppy dog.
Yeah.
Listening to a dog whistle.
If I could, I would stare at you like a deer staring at headlights.
So can I?
Because
do you want me to explain myself a little bit?
Yes. You need to explain why you think that.
So Kyler Murray is way better than anyone gives him credit for. He's so underrated.
He is underrated.
Their running back core is a bunch of middle-size beasts. Like even Chase Edmonds, I think that's his name. Chase or Chris, I can't remember his first name. But Edmonds. That kid is their fast guy, and he's not little. And then you look at their receiving core, they got fucking... God damn it, can I never remember his name? The guy who came from Houston. Oh, god damn it.
Hopkins?
Yeah, Hopkins. Is it just
Deshaun?
No. DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins. You got Larry Fitzgerald.
Let me just burst your bubble with this one comment.
You don't think their defense is good enough to you?
Back in, 2015, 2016, San Diego had the number one offensive line, the number one defensive line.
Chargers?
Yes. And they still didn't make it to the playoffs. Doesn't matter who you have on the team. You could have the best offensive line, the best defensive line in the league, and still not perform.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's where my head is at though.
That's where your head at is.
That's where my head at is. I think Arizona is gonna surprise a lot of people this next year.
Nah, Buccaneers are gonna go again.
Buccaneers are gonna have to deal with the Titans. Or no, Buccaneers are gonna deal with the Cardinals.
I unfortunately see the Buccaneers going again.
Who you think's going from the AFC then?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be a round 2 Chiefs-Buccaneers matchup.
Oh my god.
As much as I would hate to see that.
I was going to say, as much as I fucking hate to hear you say that, it's probably pretty accurate.
As much as I hate saying it, as much as I hate just looking at it, like, let's be real.
I still think the Chiefs are going to have a hell of a time getting to Tennessee.
I'm not doubting Tennessee, but when we come down to it, you've got Mahomes, who is such a dynamic QB. It's insane. And he is still young.
All right. This is our signing off for episode 103, baby. Why can I not talk after I drink?
Oh,
a shot. This is rude.
So warm. So warm.
This has been it, guys. We appreciate everything our supporters help us do and keep us motivated. You guys are Slightly Off Topic Podcast. we're switching over to our Purple Oath now. If you want to check that out, go over to our Twitch page. We are live right now on Twitch. Actually, that's the only place we're live, so I don't know why I'm saying that. But yeah, check us out. We love you. Slightly Off Topic Podcast. Blake and Devin, we out. Alright, Twitch. This is a little pre-show, I guess, for our Purple Oath. We are about to switch gears, and we are about to get into some politics. The politic week has been a little hectic, but I have been a little out of the loop, and I am not completely 100% caught up on everything that's been happening. So, you'll have to excuse me if I have to look things up. I am getting our Purple Oath pulled up right now on GarageBand. So hang tight, baby.
Yeah.
I want to
No.
bring up one question since you came in and I forgot to ask. And our pre-show for our Purple Oath's the only one that's going to get this. So it's only you guys. But yeah, see, like, remember when we used to have the chat right there? We need to figure that out again.
Mm.
But don't end it because it might ruin everything. Yeah, see if you can figure out adding the Twitch chat. Okay, we're up on here. Let me open photo booth. You want to take a dab before we start?
Yes.
Me too.
That was such a quick response.
It was.
Yes! Yeah, Joy!
There's no connected camera. You have a fucking webcam, you retard.
I don't remember. View full screen interface. No.
Wait, but why? That doesn't even make sense.
But why?
There is no connected camera. How is that possible? You're supposed to be using the webcam on the computer, you fucking tard. System preferences. I guess we'll have to go over to this baby. This baby.
I couldn't tell you, man.
Yeah, I don't remember how I had that up there the first time.
Join Discord server. Oh, what did I do there?
I don't know. What in the fuck is happening?
Good old technical difficulties. Ow. I don't know.
I just don't understand.
I'm gonna have to spend some of my time during the 3 days playing with this stuff while you're gone.
If you want to be like that, you fucking turd.
Fucking turd.
Oh. God, that fucker is too close. It needs to be like over here.
So, I'm gonna break your heart, and I'm gonna tell you now that I'm probably gonna be brewing my beer.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna break your heart and tell you that I'm probably gonna brew my beer on while you're gone.
That's okay.
So
Just as long as I get some. I get to try some.
Of course. I wouldn't just leave you high and dry and not try beer that I made. Like, come on now.
Well, we're giving the guys a terrible, camera angle, but. But are you ready?
Wow.
Isn't it terrible?
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
I know my webcam, I can't get the webcam to work. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird?
So weird. What's that one going to?
The camera shouldn't be going to anything.
Well, we've got this one going for Twitch still.
No, I know. I'm trying to get this webcam on.
What's that one supposed to be for?
Oh, it's the YouTube one.
No, just upload. Just take whatever. Honestly, we should stop what we're doing with Twitch now
and start a different
and
one?
Start a new one for.
That's a much better idea. All right.
Purple Oath.
What do you think?
Sorry, stoners.
Yes.
We're working through this.
All right. This is pretty much it.
Yep.
At least for Slightly Off Topic Podcast. We will be right back if you're on this channel on Twitch. We will be starting a new one, but it will be our Purple Oath. We will be right back.